Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at this Star Wars Galactic Republic figure set from Hasbro. These are 5 POA figures, and they're pretty much in the process of retiring the 5 POA figures, or putting them in the vault, or whatever you want to call it. They haven't really had 5 POA figures for some time. I think the last time we saw them really was with Resistance, and we got about one wave of those, and they just kind of vanished, and that was the end of the Resistance. I mean, the show didn't last much longer. But, yeah, we got the 5 POA figures for Resistance. They had done the Force Link figures for Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, but they didn't do them for The Rise of Skywalker. Instead, they went into that new line, the Galactic Adventures. I don't know if that line's even still around. I thought it was dead, and then I saw that they announced a couple new figures for it, but I don't ever see them in stores, so I don't know where you're supposed to buy them. But that line's kind of limping around. They have Mission Fleet now, which I really like. So I feel like those two are kind of their kiddie-centric lines. And then, of course, they have Black Series Vintage Collection for adult collectors. So the 5 POA figures just kind of fell somewhere in the middle and kind of died off. And I guess they just weren't really that popular anymore. But before they officially retired them all, or again, I don't know if they're going to bring them back one day. I mean, never say never, right? I mean, they could put them in the vault and then, 5 years from now, have a resurgence of them. But what they're doing, this line kind of says, celebrate the saga. And they're doing these random 5-packs. So this one's Galactic Republic. They have one with characters from, like, a Jedi 5-pack from the prequels. They have, like, a 5-pack of original trilogy characters. They have, I think, Bounty Hunters is another one. So they have a couple random themed 5-packs that they're kind of doing one last hurrah with the 5 POA figures before they officially retire them all. So this is the Galactic Republic set. As you can see, you get 4 clones and you get a battle droid here. I think this is like a first-generation clone. I think this is one of Palpatine's, like, specific guard. This is Commander Cody, I believe. And then I think this is just a generic 501st Trooper. So, kind of a nice smattering. I just picked this up because I felt like it's a nice troop builder pack, with the exception of Commander Cody. You can never have enough clones / battle droids, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. So there's not really too much to the packaging, to be honest. It just kind of shows you on the back here. So it is Commander Cody, Shock Trooper, Phase 1 Clone Trooper 5. Okay, so I was right. There you go. Now, this guy's painted blue. I don't know if this is like a reprogrammed battle droid or something. 00M10. So if somebody knows, if this is a specific character and somebody knows something about this, please let me know in the comments. I would like to know, because he looks kind of familiar, but I really just don't remember. It might have been like a reprogrammed battle droid that, fights for the Republic or something like that. This just says, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine created a grand army of the Republic featuring legions of clone troopers, massive star cruisers, and advanced weaponry. I guess that's true. So anyway, pretty simple packaging, but I figured I'd pick this up for troop building purposes. Let's go ahead, let's get these guys out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. So here are the 5 figures out of the packaging. I'm going to start with the battle droid because he keeps falling over and knocking everyone over. Unfortunately, just the way they have him stand, it's not great. He kind of has this like staggered leg pose, and his legs are just so tiny and frail. It might just be while he holds the gun because it's so huge and heavy. So I don't know, maybe if I try to pose him without the gun. I don't know. You end up having to kind of make him pitch almost all the way forward just because he gets so back heavy. Yeah, it's not great. But he's got leg movement here at the hip. He's got arm movement at the shoulder. And then the head can turn from side to side. You can also take the backpack off. So that's kind of neat. I mean, I like the design of battle droids. I think it's a fun design. Just the way this figure is engineered, he just doesn't stand all that well, which is kind of a bummer. But he does hold his gun, which is nice. And overall, he's cool. I just wish he could stand a little better. And also, I think he has the ability to actually peg the gun on the backpack, which I like. If I can get this to actually go. Yeah, there we go. So I like that. I really do appreciate the fact that you can peg that onto the backpack. I just wish he could stand a little better, but he is a pretty cool figure. I'm just going to put him off to the side because he's going to fall over. So here is the first generation clone trooper. Looks great. I always like the little fin on the helmet. I thought that was pretty cool, and I really like the visors. They all have the same articulation. Head can swivel side to side, swivel in the shoulders, and then swivel in the hips. So that is the 5 POA I'm talking about. And they all come with these guns. I'm pretty sure all 5 well, all four, I should say, of the guns are identical. And they just fit in their hand pretty easily. So he looks good. Next up we have the Shock Trooper, which I believe these are like Palpatine's personal guard. Really nice paint applications on this guy. I think the helmet looks great, even that little bit of blue on the side, which really pops. Again, all the same articulation points as I drop him. But yeah, he's got really nice paint applications. And then we've got Commander Cody. Who doesn't love Commander Cody? I mean, come on. Really nice detailing. And again, all the same articulation. And again, the same gun. Nothing new there. And then we have a 501st Clone Trooper. Again, nice paint applications, very cool. All the same articulation. So like I said, if you're nostalgic for the 5 POA figures and you want one last hurrah before they get retired, go ahead and grab one of these. I think I got this on Hasbro Pulse for $30, I think, which isn't too bad. It's about $6 a figure, which I feel like is not a terrible price. Because I think when Rebels came out, those were $8 a piece, but they probably had a little bit more as far as accessories. So I feel like $6 a piece is a pretty fair price for these. But they're nice. I mean, especially this pack, like I said, it's nice for troop building. But if there's characters you never got, like from the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy, or the Bounty Hunters, anything like that. I think there's also one with like Emperor, maybe Stormtrooper Darth Vader, something like that. So if there's characters out there that you missed, great way to pick up a couple before they retire them. Otherwise, pick a favorite, whatever you want to do. But they're good, solid figures. Obviously, the vintage collection is kind of the same thing, but much more articulated, which is why they're a little bit more expensive. And it just kind of seems like there's not really a place for these anymore. I guess they must not have been selling. That's why they didn't even bother doing a Force Link line for Rise of Skywalker. I was ready, man. I was excited. I was like, for once, I'm going to be ahead of the game. I'm going to get some Force Link characters or Force Link figures for Rise of Skywalker, because I kind of didn't really get into them until... Like, I found a couple of them on clearance and whatnot after Last Jedi, and so then I was like, oh, these are actually kind of neat. Like, I want to get them when they do the Rise of Skywalker line. I want to actually be, you know, there from the onset, and then it never happened. And I just didn't gravitate towards the Galaxy of Adventure ones, because they all had, like, spring-loaded features, and I'm not a big fan of spring-loaded features. I want to be able to pose my action figures however I want. I don't want them to have, like, weird arms locked in position for spring gimmicks and things like that. So I was kind of bummed to see the 5 POA figures kind of fade out of popularity, because they're fun. I mean, the vintage collection is nice, don't get me wrong. It's basically the same size class, but more articulation, a little bit more expensive. And when you think of the fact that these were getting to be $8 a piece, and the vintage collection is, you know, 12, I think it's up to 13 now. You know, throw $5 more to get that much more articulation and detail. I kind of get it. But vintage collection is almost getting to the price of Black Series, and so it's getting a little bit harder to reconcile that. But I don't know. The 5OA will always kind of have a soft spot in my heart, and I'm kind of sad that they're going away. But you have this last chance to, as the box says, celebrate the saga by picking up these random sets, and I think they're worth picking up. If you like 5 POA figures, these are nice. Give them a shot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.